Most people and businesses are still wasting so much time in the week. I'm talking like 10 hours plus doing basic admin tasks that could all be automated using NAN agents. And this doesn't require any developers, no coding, and you can do this as a complete beginner and save yourself so much time and money ultimately. And once you've actually used these things yourself, you could even sell them to businesses. So I'm just going to jump straight in and show you ones that I actually use to save around 80 hours a week of work. So the first AI agent I'm going to show you is a Telegram voice assistant. So basically this thing is going to act as an assistant, so you can ask it questions and we can give it access to our database, to our calendar, to whatever we want, and we can use Telegram. So I'm going to give you a quick demonstration of how this thing works. So for example, we can either send a voice message or a text message to our Telegram chat. So I'm not going to show you how to do this in this video. This is going to be more of an overview and showing you the reason for these agents, because I feel like a lot of people make agents and make videos and agents, but you can't actually use them for any real business purposes or even any really productive purposes. But this thing is amazing and it's free as well. So we're going to send it a voice message and I'm going to say, I want you to check if I have anything on my calendar today. And this won't work because I don't actually have the calendar connected, but I wanted to show you the sort of process it goes through. So, I think it might have worked actually. So it sent me a response. I can't access your calendar, however, I can check your calendar app or service any scheduled events if you need help with anything. So what this has done, once this trigger comes in, so once this voice message comes in, and it does the same with the text. If I send it a message saying, hi, can you send an email for me? And we test this again. And you can see this time it didn't actually use the transcribe audio, so I'm going to explain that. Instead, it just went straight for that. So yeah, as I was saying, when we send an audio file in, it's then going to go and transcribe this using ChatGPT, and that's going to work out what it says. It's going to give it to this agent here, which then has access to tools. You can give access to your calendar, you can give access to your email, give access to an internal database of documents for your company, and it can act autonomously and make decisions on this data, which is absolutely amazing. And the same thing with text, but except it would go down the other route, which we can see here. So it doesn't need to use the transcribe because it's not, it can already transcribe, it's already text. So that's agent one. And this is going to be like your Telegram executive assistant. Now, this is a business use case 1, 2. So a lot of people spend hours and hours, checking emails, replying to emails and things like that with inside their business, when they can basically just automate with this thing. So the trigger we've got here is when executed by another workflow, but we can literally, get rid of this and we can just change this to on text. So we can literally chat with this thing inside NAN right here, and we can ask it, if to send an email or anything like that. So let's just try this out. So I'm just going to press chat. Can you send an email for me? And here you can see that it has looked through the tools that it needs to use. So it's gone to the book. We didn't actually give it an email or anything. So what it actually asked me in this chat here was, can you provide the email to send it to? But this thing can check, it can reply to emails for you, it can send emails, it can label emails, it can create drafts for you, and it can also, so for example, we check, have I got any unread messages? So I'm going to say, how many unread emails do I have in my inbox? Let's see if this thing works. And it's using this tool here, get emails. And we seem to run out of OpenAI credits, but as you can see, it did actually try to use the tool. So this thing is so interesting, and this will save you so much time. So the next agent, and this is amazing for saving time within your business, or whether you're using it for your job or you're a sales agent or anything like that, this is going to allow you to automate your calendar essentially. So you can send it a voice message. We've got it executed by another workflow because I've got a workflow where I can speak to it in my voice and then it will book things in for me. So we can add any type of trigger to this, but this is the actual overview of the agent that I wanted to show you. So it can create events with an attendee, it can create events inside your calendar, it can get events, it can delete events, you can say I want you to cancel that event. And the good thing about this is when we speak to it as well, it's going to tell us if we've got anything that's overlapping. It's going to say, oh, this person can't book in here because you already have someone on your schedule. And this saves you so much time. It's probably one of my favorite workflows to build inside NAN. The next one is a RAG agent, but a simpler way to look at this, because you might not know what that stands for. It stands for Retrieval Augmentation Generation. I do actually have a video on how to build this, but the use case for this inside a business is that we can give this agent access to a database that may be internal documents on policy for a business or anything like that. And when we speak to it, it can refer back to this database and get information. So it's basically like speaking to an employee. So it can get any information that a customer asks. We can connect this to the website, and this can go into the database and find out any information about our business and give that back to a reply for the customer. So this can help you automate support tickets, can help automate customer support if you run a business where you have to speak to clients or anything like that. And this is going to save you so much time instead of, sort of manually going back and forth with the client. So I know this is more of an overview video, but I hope you enjoyed this one. And if you want the template for this, I might actually build a free school community where you can get these pre-built for you, and where I also show you how to build these things from scratch, because there's like 4 or 5 agents here, which would take quite a while to build these all in one video. But I hope this gives you an overview of 5 things that you can automate inside your business or inside your life in general, and I will see you guys in the next one.